skies above. Cleveland wins the toss and is elected to receive, and this is George Atkinson, and he will take the knee. We're going to throw it on first down. Excellent protection. And the catch is made by another former Ohio State star. Formation stuff we saw with the Bengals when Hugh Jackson was their offensive coordinator. Wide open down the middle of the field is Isaiah Crowell. He's inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. How about that? The third down, only a three-man rush. And now Kessler looking around. And he's still on his feet. And he fires to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Came from.
That's
and it looks like
Irving and David Irving, no relation.
So we have Irving on Irving crime going on, right? Cam Irving the center, David Irving a defensive tackle.
In the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 94, 95 of the defense. Also, personal foul, number 74 of the offense. Their actions disqualified both players from the game.
So now
by Cody Parkey, and it is right down the middle. Good. So the Browns jump. Ready chanting Zeke as Elliott is a lone setback, the former Ohio State star, and they put it in his hands. And they saw a whole bunch of that on what is going on with him on the first play from scrimmage. And the give is to Ezekiel Elliott, once leading the NFL, rushing for 164 yards per game. The Brownies are giving up almost that many. And there's a first down catch by
100 in the division, the only one in the NFL that can boast that.
Smash behind the line of scrimmage is Elliott. Second down at 14. Prescott now 3 for his first 3, and that's the future Hall of Famer. The great last week has already set a franchise record for career starts, and today he breaks another Cowboys record. 3rd and 9, and after the penalty now 3rd and 4. Good protection. Now the pocket begins to collapse, and Prescott can run it. He's not done a lot of that this year, but he's more than capable. 9-yard line. And they hand it to Elliott, the NFL's leading rusher, and he rumbles inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 12 and another first down. Great point. Prescott throws to a wide open Witten, and he will tiptoe into the end zone. A touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys.
Confusion. He's only been here.
Sharp, 4th most in that category. Point after by Bailey, right down the middle. So back last week, and now this week they go back to Kessler, trying to find their quarterback of the future. And he connects with
moved over.
Second down and 15. And down the middle of the field, it's overthrown and nearly intercepted. They're down at 15. Kessler fires to Duke Johnson, very dependable receiver out of the
playing as 11.
Boy, and you're right about Rod Marinelli. How delightful he was to spend time with him yesterday. And Brown's going to try and cover this up, and they're able to do so at the 1-yard line.
Towards him now.
Turn around and hand it to Elliott, and a little bit of wiggle room.
I believe. And he was just an absolute man for the Gamecocks.
Turn around and give it to Elliott again, and this time he's dropped right at the line of stand for 25 against Green Bay and Philadelphia. 3rd down here. Prescott throws, and it's incomplete. Duke Johnson left shaken up on that last punt return a minute ago, and now dropped is Kessler, and more playing time at linebacker for the Cowboys. It'll delay to Crowell. And he gets for the Browns, trailing 7-3. And they dump it up to Barnage, a tight end with blockers in front of him. And he's very close to a first down. And Kessler's going to cup up under center. And Kessler will take it and has a first down. Remember, it was Jason.
Move inside.
Now on first down, they're going to throw it. And the catch is made inside. Texas was a 15th overall pick. And now the throw to the end zone. Looking for Coleman. And it's Second down and 10. Duke Johnson cuts it back the other way. And good running room. He is dragged down in the chin. Well, they had to settle for a field goal the first time. What about now? They're looking for Pryor in the end zone. And it's incomplete. Brandon Carr back. I would ask you the question as this one is off the upright. Are you kidding me?
He had made 10 straight, hadn't he?
Well, they fake it to Alfred Morris. And Prescott throws a bullet into the hands of Terrence Williams, and he has a first down. 5 out of 6, 58 yards, and a touchdown pass so far for Prescott. It's a big missed opportunity there a moment ago for the Browns. Had a chance to get within a point as Morris carries for a first down and then some as he's dragged down.
He's like a designated hitter in baseball. Maximize with very little opportunity.
All day to throw it. And wide open. 127th consecutive game today. Witness made a reception. And now looking at Bryant. And unable to hang on. He had beaten Joe Hayden. 15 for the Cowboys from the 29. Quick slant, and the catch is made at the 20 by Bright.
It's a great third down receiver. They didn't get involved in Philadelphia until the fourth quarter.
Across the middle. And it is the money man. 2008 against the Giants. This is Elliott sniffing the end zone. And did he get there? Officials talking about it. Still talking about it. And apparently just short of.
Here, he stiff arms, but watch him at the end. Shifts the ball with the left hand, reaching for the pylon. I have to think you got to take a look at that if you're Dallas.
6 rushing touchdowns. He has as many or more.
His ability to deal with multiple systems, multiple people.
Breaking out of that pack somehow, some way is Duke Johnson.
Hurry, hurry, go!
Once more on the ground.
The best targets, one of the best running backs in the league to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Kessler throws, and the catch is made, but made 127 regular season starts for the Dallas Cowboys. He's won 78 of them. As Elliott breaks it to the outside, and it's a gain of 12 on first.
The offense is clicking. They have rhythm. You know, you can lose your job because of injury, but if he keeps playing like he is, there's no way you take him out. No way.
Been a busy day for Witten. Cuts it back to the inside, and he's all the way to the 20.
Don't expect to see Tony play.
Delayed to Elliott, and tried to cut it to the outside and just.
He just wants to play football. That's all he wants to do, and he did on that play.
Second down at 13, and Prescott rolls out to his right. That's Beasley inside the 35, and he's.
I mean, this is just go play ball, young man. The rest of it will come.
Third in the yard, they pitch it to Elliott. He'll get around the corner for a first down.
Even though dads were both football players.
Elliott again to the inside. And he's inside the 10. That'll be a gain of 16.
Open field. We talk about open field tackling being difficult. How about an offensive lineman pulling and trying to block someone trying to evade them? It's right there connected.
Williams isolated. And that was defended very nicely by Cleveland. Went to University High School. Play fake. And Prescott rolling. And throws it to Lance Dunbar. Is checked into the backfield alongside Prescott. Beasley escaping Williams in the corner, and that's a touchdown for the Cowboys.
The Browns know they love receivers to cause that confusion between the guys playing man-to-man.
And guys like now under 2 minutes to go, and Kessler going to put it up. And there's a strike across the middle of the field. And up to Kessler this time going to dump it off to Johnson. He thought about getting to the sideline, knew he wouldn't make it.
2-minute drive, that really puts a good eval on a quarterback, how he handles everything.
Kessler steps into this throw, and right on the money, it is caught.
His accuracy, he doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss this time either. Trying to strip that away.
Guys, they've got to find a way into the end zone.
Kessler lost it to the end zone, and that is batted away. Excellent Second down. And we're under 30 seconds. Kessler rolling, throws. And it is a touchdown for Pryor, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Close to Terrell Pryor. What an extraordinary physical. First down, and wide open is Witten, and he's having a big day.
Toughness in the pocket, taking some shots and getting up and continuing to fire.
Second down. Back shoulder throw there, and that's the first catch of the game for Dez Bryant.
Involved in a running game.
All right, a third down. Penalty flag already thrown, and Prescott throws incomplete.
Defense, number 91, lined up in the neutral zone.
Well, how can
5-yard
that
penalty,
happen?
still third down.
What's that?
To get off the field and get a stop.
Well, you should be forcing a field goal try right now. Another penalty flag is thrown, and Prescott fires to Witten. It's good enough for a first down inside the 10 to the
side. Number 96, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is
Chris,
declined.
you and Charles, you guys both play defense.
That just doesn't make any sense at all.
Elliott, and he will find the end zone again.
Body Calhoun, you got a chance to make the play in the open here.
Elliott, his second rushing touchdown of the game. The point after is good.
From 10-9, Tom.
All right, Carissa, thank you very much. Back
Is there, right? The star of our defense is our defense.
And Kessler is run over by Malik. You know, it's funny, if you watch a lot of football on television as they dump this one off to Crowell. And that's a nice pickup, still well short of
Ruled back in the 1930s in high school football in Texas.
That's a nice throw right there. Depending on the spot, I think I
Get enough tape.
Third down. Kessler steps up and now is dropped at the 30-yard line.
And that circle you saw?
Yeah.
That was Chris Spielman circling Larry Allen. I think he's got memories of that big guy.
Oh, I'm on his highlight film plenty. That's the difference, right?
Playing that Prescott took advantage of.
So first down in midfield, they fake it to Elliott, and they throw it to Elliott. He takes a shot, bounces off a tackle, unbelievably turns it into nearly a 6-yard.
Anymore today? That's the reason why. I mean, he's got to get this team disciplined and moving in the right direction.
Alfred Morris, tell you who's still playing about the NFC East, only team in the only division in the NFL where every team has a winning record. Prescott again to Witten, who's having a monster day, and he's inside the 15. Witten's just come today, and I don't mean, you know, on injured reserve or something like that. Just cut back to the inside by Elliott, still on his feet, dragging tacklers inside the 5, close.
You also have discouragement setting in. I see discouragement in some of these missed tackles, not just athletic ability.
Well, you got to believe they're going to give it to Elliott, see if he can't get in there one more time. Leans forward to the 2.
Because he played both places. No return on investment.
Wide open for the touchdown is Escobar. That's his first catch of this season. And he hits a lottery with a touchdown.
Are you exactly right?
Went after by Dan Bailey. Kessler is pulled down by Collins.
Thomas is incredible.
I want to ask you guys a question, and I know you can't read the mind of Joe Thomas. As rolling is Kessler, and he'll stay on his feet, tiptoe, and spin out of bounds.
Absolutely.
Cowboys 5 out of 6 on third down. Make it 6 out of 7. Beasley to the 42. Colby.
Not only Dez Bryant and Witten, but all his receivers.
Ezekiel Elliott back into the ball game, spins his way in. Some games, that is the longest streak at any time by any rookie in the Super Bowl era. And the yards just keep on coming. They convert again on third down.
Midst of a 4-game run at home.
Yep. And Prescott turned it over for the first time in that game, but got him the win. That throw is incomplete.
Stadium since.
Well, not much running room. It'll bring up.
So, it was a privilege for me to play in the NFL. Not the NFL to have me in it, for me to be a part of that. And I felt like
that would have been fun. Those two would have been swapping philosophies left and right. And you and I would have paid for it, too. Get over here.
Time in another outstanding day for Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys on offense.
That's military precision, isn't it? Well, we just salute the service. That's what they're like.
You know, we're talking about the Tony Romo years, and again, this is not taking anything away from Romo. He's another guy that's very easy to like on his 4th down and 1. Sanchez throws, and the catch by Swain, the backup tight end, and that'll tire.
A family from Pennsylvania. They came in and said, this is my chance to catch my Cowboys, and they came in from Pennsylvania for the game, so that's how they travel as well.
35-10 the final.